Hello all you beautiful people. In this video I'll be covering the best character customization mods in Baldur's Gate 3's patch 7. So most of these will be from the mod manager. However, it is missing a lot of outfits, so I do have a few from Nexus mods that'll hopefully be making their way to the mod manager as well. So we'll be covering all of that and more in this video. So yeah, if you want to make your characters look real nice, follow this guide. So I guess just a brief overview, there's a lot of great mods here that we'll be covering. So you can see a bunch of them that are kind of interesting, and I'll be touching on a lot of these and more in this video. So first things first, we're going to just get right into the thing that most people care about is making a character that looks good. So I get a lot of questions asking if I can show guides on how to make a character look nice. So I'll just briefly cover that here with all the mods that I use to make a very good looking character. So the faces matter. So obviously with the base game you only get like 7 heads roughly. I used to always use this face here. This is kind of my go-to if you don't have any faces modded in. But I like a lot of the newest mods that came out. Vampirian head mod here is the one that I use often. So I like to use the Athena or Minerva alt faces. So both of these here look really great. However, it does come with a lot of different mods here that are all unique in their own way. Although there is a bunch of mods in the in-game mod manager that do work well too. So we got like the Faces of Faerun mod here, which adds a bunch of faces that are already stock in the game, as well as things like the HW heads here, which gives a bunch of different face options. There's the heart heads there. Medusa's Muses gives some more face mods there. Strong female heads, there's a good amount of them. Rocks heads, I just find that I prefer to use the Vampirian's head mod, which has a lot of these great options. Although I do use the faces unlocked, letting you put things like that's Shadowheart's face there on your character, or Minthara's face, Isabel, Jahara, and even Kaga's face there. So those are options you can go with, but I just like the Vampirian head mods because I think that these ones look pretty good. So there's the one that I use, usually the Minerva face there, and yeah, I think it's a pretty solid face. So that's usually what I use there. Now there's also the mods here, Kay's hair extensions, which lets you put pretty much anything you want into your character. So if you want to give it top buns there in combination with your current hair, you can really do a lot with this one. So very versatile because you can combine these with the base game hair extensions as well. You can add things like extra bangs, and there's also bangs mods too, so I'll get to those in a moment. If you want to add Shadowheart's hair piece there, if you want to add the Umberlee's hair spots. So there's a lot of great choices here. I like this one a lot. Just the Kay's hair extensions add so much, and it works on it basically is a Dragonborn chin modded to be hair. And then we also have the bangs everywhere mod, which gives it the jaws, so you can add more bangs if you want. Some of them look really nice. Obviously the hairstyle I'm using is already pretty detailed, so it's hard to add more to it, but these with some of the more basic base game hair options look really great. So just to give you an example, I'll use just this is the simple hairstyles mod that I just popped on my character here. I like this one. This is in the mod manager itself. And then we can go ahead and add things like extra bangs if we wanted to, which just totally transforms the way that the hair looks. So you can obviously get very creative with this. Some of them work better than others, obviously. So you do got to play around with it and try to find something that just looks to suit your fancy. But there's a lot that can be added to the character here. So yeah, it even has like Gortash fringe there, Lae'zel's top braid. So you can add a lot to stuff that you already got in this game. So those two mods work really well. I think that they're great. I'll also touch on, there's a mod that allows you to take extra skin colors from characters in games. So you can see here like Karlach's skin color, Jahara, Minsk, Cambion Mizora, Saza, Volo, Gortash, Undead Ketheric, Isabel, Viconia, Cazador, Shadowfell 1, Shadowfell 2, and Shadowfell 3. So these are a lot of extra ones that aren't already in the base game, so you can, or they are in the base game, so this is in the mod manager itself. Lots of great customization there, but I think things that people care about more are like eye colors, which there's a bunch of them. So this is basically your normal selection. This is the extended selection if you select that there, but then we've got things like OG Gale eyes. We got, I guess from here all the way down is all the extra eye colors. We can add Damon's eye colors, which are really nice. I find they're very vibrant. The bright green, which gives us a very vibrant color. P4 yellow, this is by Padme 4000. There's a bunch of extra eye color mods here, so bright reds. I like the pale bright blue there. That one's very strong. We've got like a strong purple color here, and there's just a bunch of customization that I think works really well. You got undead eyes, this one here, which makes the whites of the eyes a lot more bright. It's kind of interesting, but yeah, I like this just classic P4 pale blue. It works great, and yeah. There are some other mods that can allow you to change your makeup. Like if you go to take in the lemon shader mod, and then going with any of the lemon mods, which aren't listed on this here, I guess on this here. There's some great choices there, but I do find it breaks some of the mods that I use because I have like nearly 200 mods at the current time, so it does impact them. So just be mindful. But I even have like the ability to add lip tints. Like I got Saza highlights there. You can make your lip tints a little bit different if you'd like for your character, and even like your eye makeup colors can be changed a little bit differently as well. So tons of creative freedom there. But I think another main thing is obviously hairstyles. So the base game has some good ones. This here's the simple hairstyles mod, so it does give 7 different hairstyles here that you can add the bangs and other parts to make it your own unique look. And they take the highlights and apply it pretty tastefully. So my favorite being the inspiration haircut here. This one's nice, just simple side hair there, and even the hero mod. But the Tabs Hair Salon, this is another really popular one that I really enjoy. This is from Nexus Mod, made by Tori. And there's a ton of great hair options in this. It's got infinite amount of options. So just to take you through a few of them, like some of them look like others, like Minthara's hair kind of changed a little bit. This gives Shadowheart's front bangs with a different back end there. A lot of these are based on in-game assets, so I have a feeling that eventually this will come. This is Shadowheart's hair with the physics. As some of the mods that are in the mod manager now that copy Shadowheart's hair don't have the physics, so obviously some people don't like that. We also have the famous Evelyn hairstyle right here, just Tabs Hair Pack 25. So this one pretty classic. A lot of people know this. You can also add your own dyes to it, make it your own unique thing. There's some mods that don't have hair physics, unfortunately, but a lot of them do have the physics going on with them. Some more that I like that I'll just briefly show off. I like these big poofy ones. I see a lot of tabs with them. I also like this braid mod here. This one looks really nice, giving it kind of a different vibe. And there's also one with dual hair braids. And then we also got like the Loba from Apex hairstyle going on here. And then a version of Minthara's with a little bow on the top. And I guess another one I like is this barbarian looking one. Pretty cool. And we also got Orin's hairstyle adjusted here. So this one has the normal front bangs. And then Orin's hair. There is also the ability to get Orin's hair from the mod manager itself. So there's options for that. Some of the hair mods will override each other, so it's just something you got to keep in mind. But yeah, there's a ton of great ones in the Tabs Hair Salon. Another one that I want to focus on that you saw at the start of this video is the Fairy Hairstyle mod here. So this is made by Yip Lee Yi, and you can see you got that Aerith appearance from Final Fantasy going on. I love this mod. This is a really well done one. I'm playing with it for a little while now, and it looks so great. So I highly recommend running with this one because there's a lot of creative freedom you can have with this. You can tone that down to give yourself a bit more bang color, and then you can go with like, if you want to go like a blonde look there, you can even, I guess that changes the eye color. Go with Shadowheart white there, and then going with our like different color highlights. You can create some pretty cool combinations. So let's go with that there, and then add in. If you add in graying, it does kind of change things around. So depending on what you're using, like that gives a nice white look, and then we can add some color to the bangs there. So this one's nice. It gives you a lot of freedom to play around with, and I think this hair looks great too. So really customized to how you want it. The back end there, it's got even physics for the hair too. So yeah, I really like this hair mod. And there's also like Shadowheart hair too. So this is the mod that hairstyles unlocked. There's a few different versions of this in the mod manager currently, giving you the ability to look like Isabelle, Lae'zel, Minthara, even the Harpies or Orin's hair. So there's the classic tiara. There's ones without the metal and without the tiara. So I've seen like 5 different variations of this in the mod manager. The Ringmaster, Jaheira's hair, which Jaheira has really cool hair, I must say. Astarion's hair, obviously, this is very popular. Gortash's hair. Then we got Gale hair, Umberlee's hair, Mistra's hair, Shadowheart A, which, as you can see, the hair physics don't work on these ones, but on other ones they do work, so you can swap it around. And also have the K's custom hair mods, which do look pretty great, as you can see here. So this is in the mod manager, K's Ithiel. So lots of customization here. This is really cool. This is kind of a mixture of like Minthara. They did a great job with this one. This is in the mod manager, so you can go check that out. fantastically done. So got some cool bangs going on there. Love these mods. My favorites being obviously the fairy hairstyle that I started with there, as well as some of these ones here, like in the Tabs hair salon, I just think look really great. So I love the different hairstyle options you got. There's a lot of them. So you also got your facial hair options too if you wanted to add that in. But yeah, there's a lot of great choices. So that is that for hairstyles and character customization. But now getting into the armor parts, which is something a lot of people enjoy. So I got unique armor. These are all from the Basket Full of Equipment mod. So this is made by Antimax, and there's a ton of great choices here. 800 different pieces. So whenever you get this, you can see here, this is kind of what you can expect. They have helmets that are in the base game. They have variations of armor that's in the base game. I expect something similar to this to potentially make it to the Baldur's Gate 3 mod manager. So just wait and see, I guess, what will happen here. Because a lot of these are just variations of armor. Like that's the mithril armor minus sleeves. Some of these are just dyed different colors or chopped up a little bit differently. So yeah, we got ourselves a few different ones on. I'm using the Iron Sorcerer armor there. Shadowheart's got the Bandit armor on. These also work with like Faerun colors, which I love this mod. I was going to get to this one as well with a ton of different dyes, about 100 dyes, I guess now, and they look great. You can make the armor look very much different because it will dye actually the armor itself. Most of the base game ones don't touch on armor that much, so this one does a good number of changes. And then there's also the commissions, which they have here. So I believe if you go check them out, they do have commissions there. You can probably pay them to come up with some different choices here. So that's really nice. I like that they've added so much creative freedom to the game. Like this gives us so much variation with how we get our characters to look. It doesn't always apply like this. Like I'll use both of these on both characters. It doesn't always give it the same look, like blue and gold versus red and green. So yeah, they are pretty great, but some of them, like I guess the Levitar here, it will make it usually pretty black looking or with a little bit of purple. And then even like the Dark Urge one here, the Dark Urge will give it more of a black and red look. So really cool. Depending on the type of armor, it will dye it differently. So I guess to get into the armor, and there's the black leather armor on Minsk. Some of them won't work on certain body types, but you can see here, Minsk has got the leather armor because he's a ranger. You even got Boob hopping up on top there. But this one looks pretty solid. I like that they have a lot of these in full black or full white coloring, so it just makes it nice. And then we got mage armor on Gale. That one looks pretty great too. So just to give you a bit of a close up here. Very nice. I think this works well. And I also have shoulder pads on with gauntlets here. So the black shoulder bracers with shoulder pads.
Keep it together.
Lots of great choices. But I'll show you a few different ones that I like personally. As you can see, there's 900 in the basket full of equipment. So it has like dark outfits. These are all sorted really well. Dark outfits too. Exotic outfits. So you got Leviatar's robes, you got Orin's armor, you got Vlaakith's armor, alternative version of it. The Dryad's costume, brown outfits. You got underwear. You got a glove box with rings and things like that, and then other outer outfits. So lots of cool choices. I'll just kind of model them off here. That's the Iron Sorcerer. So yeah, I guess you get the just Dark Justiciar armor. There's the Harpy outfit, which some of these are in the base game, so you can see here. This is from like in Act 1 when you fight the Harpies. So a lot of these you can actually get. You can't get, but you can see. The Night Song bikini, this one's very popular. A lot of people are using this mod. There's even mods that makes it so that all your camp clothing gets replaced by that. So there's the Night Song with shoulder covering, Iron Sorcerer, many different choices. The Dream, this is one from Act 3 that you can get if you want to use as an armor. You got that. It dyes really well too, so pretty fun. White civilian outfit. There's a bunch of different civilian outfits that you can also dye too, so just a little bit of customization if you want to play a character that looks a certain way. You got Mizora top. This will show you what Vlaakith's armor looks like. Some of these are really well done. Oh, that one won't work on this body type, so that is one thing you got to keep in mind. Some of them actually don't work on specific body types. So even this one looked really nice. More so for like a priest kind of vibe, and there is a priest class in the mod manager itself, so that'd be perfect for that. And then we even got like our gold-plated armor mods here, which is kind of a crop version of the armor, and then has a bunch with different skirts and things like that. So you can really get creative with how you want this to look. And they're all fully most are fully dyeable. So there are some that have a different variation that can be dyed. So you just have to look and make sure that it can receive dye. There's even like the Death Knight armors, which I think that these look really cool. So look at that. It's got all the skulls on it. Very, very well done with some spikes too. I love these. There's so many great customization mods in this game. It's absolutely incredible. So there's even like, if you got the Alfira the Bard armor, there's vintage Bard armor. I'm trying to find another one that I really like, the Death Mage robe. So this is kind of in tune with what we got going on there. It's got all the skulls on it too, so you got your skulls there. And yeah, it's more so for like a witch class, which there is a witch class in here. This one's great. I love it. The Faerun colors works perfectly with this, so you can get almost near infinite options when it comes to items. Now, again, as I mentioned, this mod is on Nexus mods, so it's not in the in-game mod manager itself yet, but it will be coming, or some variation of it will be coming. So there's also a bunch of different weapons, like we can get ourselves like shadow katanas, which are recolors of the katana mod, which is in the game. I think that's incredible, giving us more weapons to choose from. And there's also some dye mods that we can go get from our traveler's chest here. So there's Mjolnir, Faerun colors, got the tiny pet pouch, P4 custom dyes. So these are more dyes from Padme 4000. There's a bunch of different ones here, and they kind of outlay what it looks like. So you can just go ahead here. Oh, I took that into my inventory. So yeah, with these mods, tons of freedom to get your character to look exactly the way that you want them to. And you can just play around with these. You can spend hours and hours doing this, but I might do a video talking about my favorite colors and item combinations at some point, just to do a little dress to impress. But as you can see there, lots of great options. So I guess I'll get into some more of the mods from Mod.io. So hair unlocked, I covered something similar to that. Faerun colors, faces of Faerun, faces unlocked. RS Tiefling horns, I covered that in yesterday's video when I was going over different races and sub races. Kay's hair mod, touched on that briefly. So this is by the mod creator Persendipity. They did a great job. Again, tons of cool combinations there for hair. Vampire Origin, I recommend checking that one out. That's a cool new origin. Plays Dark Urge, but you get vampire powers. D&D Expanded gives a bunch of different races here too. This is not so much in the customization, but there's even some funky mods there that really get interesting. The dark black hair is a nice one, although P4's hair dye mod also works the same, giving you a darker hair mod. Medusa's Muses here, giving options for different faces too. I didn't cover this one because it does replace some of the faces that I do use. Normal half Illithid, I can't go without this, although if you have the script extender, you can use this by just typing in a console command, but removes the Illithid appearance, which is nice. Feather Braids, another hairstyle that's pretty cool, kind of combining a few different assets there. We got ourselves Rock's Heads, which gives more head choices for the body type 2 and 4. And then we also have Medusa's Eyes, which gives some glowing eyes, which are cool. And there are some other classes that make your eyes glow. NPC hairs, this is the one that I covered, giving you like Asterian's hair, kind of similar to the hair types unlocked. So there's some more alt hairs here, which just gives some cool options. So I do see a lot of these that are very similar to the Tab's Hair Salon, and we're likely to see a lot more as time goes on. Caitlyn's head gives another head mod here, so there's plentiful amounts of these. I think that's awesome. And P4 eye colors, I covered this mod. Great choice in eye colors. I really like those strong blues, like the one that I got on my character here. So yeah, it looks great. Like you can see there, it literally glows. There's even some mods that'll make this part glow outwards of your character's eye. I did a build guide for something and it had that built into it. So we don't have a whole lot of armor mods, but the Armor of the Paladin here, this basically is just the armor of persistence from Act 3, so you can get that a little earlier. And it's just, I haven't seen a lot of armor mods yet, so that's why I had to cover some from Nexus mods. NPC hairs for Tav, so similar to some of these other ones, you can customize them and make them look how you want, which is really nice. I really like that. Muted hairs give some more like muted colors, so a little bit less intensive. If you don't like the strong hair colors that you can add to the characters. Wizardly updo, so this is basically, there's a mod that gives Gale this wizardly updo, which is like his hair but with a little tie back. It's a pretty cool one. It's very popular amongst elves and I guess humans too. Long plate basically gives the orange hair mod without any of the extra fluff going on, no crown either. And you can add the bangs mod to make it even further enhanced. We got P4 hair colors here, much more hair colors. On the path hairstyles, giving you that Geralt of Rivia look, so that's really cool. So many great choices, but I could talk about the choices on here for days. We got Smooth Shadowheart to keep her smooth. There's Geralt's Wizardly Updo. So yeah, again, I could talk about these all day, but I just wanted to cover a bunch of them because people are asking me how I make my character, and I wanted to cover everything that I use. So there it is. If you found this video useful, hit that subscribe button below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next video.